just want to say sorry for bad quality, and if you hear anything in the background, ignore it. Sorry this is taking so long. School has begun, and I'm trying to lock in, so it's gonna be harder to get some vids out. They may not be as long, but it's something. But you guys are awesome, so I won't stress about it. But on the subject of school, I have to talk about it. It's the most classic part of story animation, so I have to. It's mandatory at this point. And as much as I wish I could talk about the weird stuff that happened during my high school experience, I think it's too soon for that. I'm still a junior, and I have to stick to middle school for now. If you have been through middle school, or maybe you're in middle school now, you understand middle school is specifically reserved for the awkward and weird experience building. That is the best way I can phrase it. With that in mind, I realized just how weird I was compared to other kids. I think middle school really showed me I was definitely an oddball. Personally, I feel like I've always been sort of behind, because I remember buying my backpack for 6th grade, and it was this cute teal and purple bag patterned with unicorns, and it came with a matching lunchbox and a matching water bottle. I was in love with that backpack. The colors were everything, the water bottle and the lunchbox were everything. I loved that thing, okay? But on my first day of school, I realized how childish mine looked. Like, suddenly everyone grew up and didn't tell me, and I felt so embarrassed. Nobody said anything, like, no one made fun of me about it, but it felt like they were all looking at me. It was probably because it really did stick out and stand out as compared to everyone else's being like a really boring and black backpack. Like, I just had to be special. So when I got home after like the second day, I just saw how flaky the inside of my backpack was, so I would peel and destroy the inside, and this would be like a daily routine. It's kind of sad. I would do this every time I got home looking frustrated, to convince my parents that I didn't like my backpack. So eventually, when the inside was a mess and was destroyed, I'd ask my parents for a new one because the quality is really bad. It was from Walmart, but I didn't want a unicorn backpack anymore. And looking back, that story is super, super sad. I was just a kid, dude. Why did they do that to me? I don't remember what the backpack I did end up getting looked like, but it was probably just a boring black one like everybody else's. They took away my sparkle, guys. That is so sad. Moral of the story, just be yourself. And if you don't, I'm gonna be under your bed tonight. Be yourself, dude. Another middle school event was the amount of teachers that just left. I don't know if it's normal for this many teachers to just bail out on you, but it did not feel normal. My 6th grade history teacher, or social studies, was really good. Like, she was a great teacher, but one day before fall break, she just left, leaving us a note about how she'll miss us and sorry for leaving. And immediately rumors spread.
She was about to get fired for that song she played at the dance, so she left. Her husband was cheating on her, so she needed to leave.
And there were many other ones that I don't feel comfortable sharing. Those specific conspiracies I did not believe for a second. I still don't believe them. One kid did say she went to go work at this one boxing place she would mention a lot because she used to work out there. That seemed more believable. Now, why is that? We may never know. Another incident would be my 8th grade English teacher, or ELA. She left way before fall break even hit. For the reason being, which I think, is she could not take on, like, our crazy classes that were full of, like, those rowdy and really disrespectful kids. And yeah, my class specifically was probably the worst. It was the first thing in the morning. It was so bad. Felt bad for her, but I feel bad for even us because she bailed out on us. Forget you, Mrs. Teacher. because of that, we went most of the year missing out on stuff until like January, when one of the teachers I had in like 7th grade, she stepped up and she said she would take on our class, and she did. I'm very grateful to her now still, because she is one of the reasons like she encouraged me to keep on drawing. Same thing with another teacher in that same year, and I'll forever be grateful to them. They are a core memory. I love those teachers. Still in 8th grade, my history teacher, or social studies, left because she changed career paths. Then we had a sub, then a teacher, and he was gone in like 2 weeks because of family problems. And then other rumors spread. I don't know. I didn't really care for them. And then we had a sub for a while. And then we had another teacher who really, really tried his best, but he really, really failed. He was a horrible teacher, and he couldn't control the class, he couldn't teach, and nobody liked him, no one paid attention. One time, a group of students saw him scratch his hindquarters. Thank God I never saw it. I didn't like that teacher. He once gave me and some friends chocolate, which we accepted, and it was some German chocolate. And it was really bad. It was like dark chocolate. It was really bland. It was really bitter. And me and my friends immediately spat that out. We could not eat that. That was horrible, personally. Those 2 other friends would agree. He never worked at that school again. That was his last year. And it wasn't even a full year. It was like 6 months or something. Maybe even, it was probably even less than that. I don't remember. That was forever ago. I know other teachers had also left, but I didn't have them, so I wouldn't know anything about them. But I'll ask a friend, maybe for a future video. I don't know. Now, I saved this part for this last bit because I want to mention my 7th grade ELA teacher so bad because I hated her. Okay, so for some context, when I was in 6th grade, the pandemic hit and quarantine went in. So my 7th grade year, I stayed online till like February. And I'll admit, I was shit at keeping up with my classes and my work. So maybe that was the reason that made her so stingy towards me. But still, she had no right. So, setting the scene, we're in class. I had our like last thing of the day, thankfully. And we were supposed to cast one of this Edgar Allan Poe stories, like make our own fan casts. That was the assignment. And we were allowed partners. But as the lonely, quiet kid, I of course didn't have a partner. So I was alone. Also, for this assignment, we needed a laptop to look up actors and a textbook to grab characters and other questions that we needed to answer. I don't really remember the specifics. Well, unfortunately for me, all the laptops had been taken up and I had left my textbook at home because I'm not taking a textbook in my backpack every day to school for the off chance I might use it one day. So I told the teacher, hey, so I don't have a textbook. We gave them out at the beginning of the year. Oh, I forgot mine at home. Oh well, there's nothing we can do. So I walked back to my desk and couldn't do my assignment efficiently. And when she started calling on people to, see their ideas, she called on me, knowing I didn't have the textbook. I couldn't answer questions. And side note, I can't remember names. Cannot. I am much better with faces, especially when it comes to celebrities. I won't say the actor's name, I'll just say the character they played. I'm bad with names. And with that said, so Fern, who did you cast? Oh, I don't really know celebrities. Well, didn't you have a partner or a laptop? Obviously not. I'm sitting there all alone with nothing but a piece of paper. Of course not. And you know what makes this worse? Is that she had textbooks. Later on in that year, we got a new student and she went in her closet filled with textbooks, just begging to be used. Right there, in a stack. Why couldn't I have used one of those, Mrs. Teacher? Yeah, didn't like her. She also made me feel stupid in some other ways. A lot of people didn't like her, but I hated her. Well, that's all I have for now. I might do another middle school menaces video if I can conjure up more stories or something. Next video may or may not be about my original character's world. I don't know. Let me see how you react to this video, and I'll see. Maybe you guys want more stories, or maybe you guys won't mind listening to me rant about the horribly complex world that my OCs are in. They're cool, I promise. If I did do a vid on them, I would have to make it like half the videos a speed paint, because I'm not animating all of that. But either way, let me know what you think. Also, thank you to this lovely person for the fan art. It's amazing and adorable. Thank you. I also would like to note that any animation and or editing tips are very much welcome. I know one person advised I use Krita, which I looked into, but my laptop I think is too old or something. I'm not a big tech person, so help is appreciated. I'm still so new to this, and I'm trying hard to figure this out so I can make better videos. And I'm also hiding the fact that I have a whole YouTube channel with 300 followers. Thank you. But yeah, as of right now, only 2 people I know IRL are aware. Hi, friends. But yeah, please, tips would be very useful. Thank you and good day. Bye.